Hello everyone, my name is Hargun and today I'm going to be talking about my chosen destination, India. In this presentation, I'll be discussing about the three media sources which explain thoroughly about India, followed by the concept of cognitive image and effective image. Then, we'll be linking to building the destination profile along with identifying the target audience and finishing up with a brief conclusion. Let's first discuss about the destination India. Briefly explaining, Incredible India has identified India as a home to the finest architectural heritage, serene ghats, spectacular landscapes, and the largest tiger reserve. India is a multicultural country with one of the oldest civilizations in the world, which attracts tourists towards its rich and diverse heritage. When we look at the map of India, it starts with the beautiful Great Himalayas extending to variations of cuisines, arts, nature, and history ending at the coasts of Kanyakumari. As the post states about Incredible India, it has stated making India incredible since the last 70 years. This has been their biggest achievement. Let's get to some detail of this presentation and talk about what is meant by destination image. According to researchers, destination image means the aggregate of beliefs, ideas, and impressions an individual holds towards a particular setting. Furthermore, it can be categorized into cognitive image and effective image. Understanding cognitive image and effective image is fairly easy. Cognitive image is people's beliefs about a destination, explaining features or attributes like the destination's quality and uniqueness. Effective image is about what people feel about the destination, explaining their emotions. According to me, as a tourist, India has a cognitive image for me due to its uniqueness. Let's discuss about the media sources. The media sources chosen for this destination are Incredible India Tourism. Incredible India Tourism mainly discusses about the festivals and how they are celebrated in India. The second media source is tourism magazines and brochures like Destino India and Tempo Holidays that explain about the must-visit destinations that show India's rich culture and heritage. The third media source is an all-time favorite, social media posts. Most influencing source of media these days explains about the food and drinks served in India. How is India portrayed? An interesting Coldplay band video was filmed in India and released in the year 2015. It is a must-watch video as it portrays India in its finest form. Link to the video has been added in the description below. Discussing about how India is portrayed via these three media sources. Taking the three media sources into comparison, all of them have a different portrayal to offer. The first media source, which is the Incredible India Tourism, shows us the various festivals India celebrates. It also portrays an inviting message for the tourists to come and celebrate the festivals while traveling through the country. The second media source, which is the magazines, it portrays the travel and tourism must-visit destinations in India. The third media source, which is Instagram and Facebook, it is one of the most important influencers these days. Social media posts have attractive pictures portraying the famous food delicacies served in India. Apart from the official page posts, there are posts from our friends and family which trigger the tourists to visit India. Even though India has many festivals that are celebrated, Incredible India identifies six main festivals which they classify for the tourists to come and celebrate with India. These main festivals are Diwali, the festival of lights, Ganesh Chaturthi, the welcome of prosperity, Goa Carnival, just to chill, Holi, the festival of colors, Dashera and Durga Puja, the festival of destroying the evil. These festivals are celebrated all over India with huge celebrations in place. Incredible India slogan "Celebrate with Us" is a major portrayal of attracting the tourists towards the main Indian festivals. Moving on to the tourism magazines, which is the second media source, gives us an insight of the destinations the tourists must visit. These magazines attract tourists to understand the beauty of India's heritage and culture and involve themselves in activities and tours. Some of the major destinations listed under these magazines are the Ranthambore National Park in Rajasthan, India Gate in Delhi, Taj Mahal in Agra, Golden Temple in Amritsar, Udaipur Palace in Rajasthan, and Munnar in Kerala. Instagram and Facebook are major influencers when it comes to food. The third media source gives us an amazing visual of the delicacies served around India. There are a few mentioned in this presentation, but just not enough. In this presentation, famous foods from top to bottom have been listed, but because of India's diversity, many more are to be added in the list. The main foods mentioned in this list are pav bhaji, gulab jamun, dosa sambar, papri chaat, and idli sambar. This brings me to the destination profile of India. The destination profile of India portrays various types of festivals, foods, and culture history. India being a multicultural country, chosen media sources are a combination of India being portrayed as a whole. Incredible India Tourism, which is the first media source, portrays festivals that are native to different cultures and backgrounds, intending tourists to be a part of. The second media source, Tourism Magazines, clearly portrays a guide for traveling to famous destinations. The social media posts from Instagram and Facebook surely portrays the variety of food served in India. After looking at India's destination profile, India can be understood and represented as a hub of variety of festivals, cultures, and heritage. Also, it is portrayed that tourists can involve themselves in various number of activities during these festivals and enjoy tours to the must-visit destinations, along with trying out the variations of food on the streets of India. Overall, the destination profile gives a welcoming image towards India's cultural history, attractions, food, and entertaining festivals. India's target audience is not specified on just a single basis. All media sources have their own target audience that they attract. Media source 1, Incredible India attracts more number of young travelers as they are ready in being involved in Indian festivals. Media source 2, travel magazines attract tourists such as travel bloggers, sightseeing travelers, spiritual seekers, families, travel agents, and architecture lovers. Media source 3, Facebook and Instagram surely attract young crowd travel bloggers and families to enjoy the foods served in the streets of India. According to the key statistics about tourism 2017 and Ministry of Tourism Government of India, India has had an increase in the number of foreign tourists arriving in India up to 10.4 million and an annual growth rate of approximately 14%. According to the same statistics, the number of international tourist arrivals from the Asia-Pacific region has had an increase of approximately 5.7% in the annual growth rate. The India's position in the world has had a share in India international tourist arrivals as 1.17% and ranks in the world tourist arrivals at the 26th position. To conclude, India being a multicultural country with diverse religions and languages spoken all over, the three media sources were chosen accordingly. Media source 1, that is Incredible India, gives an insight about the festivals tourists can be a part of. Media source 2, that is Travel Magazines, gives information about destinations tourists must visit for a memorable travel experience. Media Source 3, social media posts that influence the tourists to try out the famous Indian cuisine delicacies. Target audience, different for all media sources involving young travelers, travel bloggers, sightseeing seekers, spiritual seekers, families, travel agents, and architect lovers.